On Thai PBS World Tonight, air pollution in Bangkok and nearby provinces have deteriorated to health-threatening levels today. An emergency fund of about 5 billion baht has been sought from the cabinet to help flood victims in southern provinces. Myanmar regrets loss of life in the attack on fishing boats and promised to follow up on developments to rescue detained crew members.
You're watching Thai PBS World Tonight. I'm Frank and Shi.
And I'm Boon.
And today I think the sky is quite orange because I think the dust level is at a huge amount today.
Yeah.
As in, I think people, when you drive outside today, the Bangkok sky is very murky and dirty because the air pollution has reached health-threatening levels. Most of the area in Bangkok, we can see it's at red levels already. This means that the air pollution today is posing danger to your health. Air pollution in and around is worse than yesterday, with the amount of PM 2.5 dust in the atmosphere exceeding the standard level of 37.5 microns in 67 areas, including 27 areas that exceeded 50 microns. So that's quite a lot. So the most polluted area in Boon sub-district in Nonthaburi, where the PM 2.5 level was measured at 85.1 microns. 10 other areas in Nonthaburi, Nakhon Pathom, Samut Prakan, Pathum Thani, and Samut Sakhon also reported high PM 2.5 levels. The amount of PM 2.5 dust in Bangkok measured over the past 24 hours ranges from 35.8 to 67.2 microns. That's quite a lot. So today, actually, Ned and I, when we came to office, we wear a mask.
Yes, because the amount of dust pollution, you can see that it is really murky this morning, and we cannot afford to risk our health with this kind of dust pollution, because if that air pollution gets into your lungs, oh my God, we had to tell you how tormenting it is, especially if you start coughing and you have a runny nose. And like last year, I actually coughed for like a month because of the PM 2.5 dust. So I cannot afford to risk my health. So I had to wear a face mask when I had to go out, especially when I was outdoors. I had to wear a mask like all the time.
It's very harmful to our health, actually. And in my case, though, the dust, my eyes are really sensitive to the dust.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to bring a lot of eye drops to go when going out. I have to do eye drop all the time because it's so itchy in my eyes.
Yeah, because the PM 2.5 dust doesn't only affect your respiratory system, it also affects your eyes, and for some people, they might face skin irritation as well. So do be careful if you have to go outside, wear a face mask, and if possible, just don't go outdoors if it's not necessary. So with this health-threatening levels already, it's better to stay inside, refrain from exercising outdoors, and if it's inevitable, just wear a face mask and just be very careful.
And to be careful that, of course, the level of the dust pollution might remain until the end of this week. But we have to see, of course, sometimes if the air circulation going to get better, so of course the PM 2.5 would decrease, but we still have to see that.
But the problem is that it's cold season and the air circulation is quite low during the season to begin with. So that level of PM 2.5, even though you may not know the micron levels, just looking through your own eyes, you can already determine how severe it is. Like this morning, it wasn't smog, it's just dust pollution. So this is already enough to warn you that you have to be very careful when you go outside. Now let's turn to the flooding situation in the south. The Ministry of Interior is seeking an emergency budget of about 5 billion baht from the cabinet today to help flood victims in southern provinces. So the Director General of the Public Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Department said that households which have sustained damage from flooding in all provinces will each receive a maximum of 9,000 baht in compensation. He said that officials will assess the damage sustained and then determine the amount of compensation that each affected household will receive. Meanwhile, the Digital Economy and Society Minister said today that Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra has not yet decided when to visit the flood victims in southern provinces, but has assigned him to go there. He said that his responsibility is to make sure that telecommunications there are working properly after some of the infrastructure suffered damage during the flooding. He also said that he has instructed the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission, or the NBTC, and private telecom service providers to conduct a survey of communication systems and to fix the damage. And to give you an update on the flooding situation, according to Thailand's Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, 6 provinces in the south are still affected by massive flooding during the past week. And the 6 provinces are Nakhon Si Thammarat, Pathalung, Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat. And a total of 302,000 households were affected, and a total of 25 people were killed, mostly due to drowning. So this is sort of good news for those who have been affected by the floods, especially in the south. But this is actually the same measure that has been imposed earlier this year when the floods actually affected Chiang Rai and Chiang Mai and many of the northern provinces.
But is that enough? I think
Yeah.
it's for the victims or people affected down there, no matter in north or in south, because especially people want to get the mental support there. They want to see the head of state, of course, the Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, to go to the southern part to see them really on the ground, no matter in which way. But now, of course, government, they give the support there with the amount of 9,000 baht maximum there. And of course, the MBTC, as what Ned said there, they will have a survey on the damage of infrastructure. But again, it's not always about physical things that we see
Yes.
here. It's about mental support.
Yes, the mental support is much more important during this difficult time. But then apart from the 9,000 baht compensation, the Finance Ministry has also rolled out some of the financial measures to help those who have been affected by the floods, whether it's for them to make ends meet during this time or to revive their businesses, because of course it's not just the households but also the small and medium enterprises that have been severely affected by the floods as well.
And I think another part is that after the flooding, of course, disappeared, we can see actually the environmental issue come. The mud issue comes. So, of course, right now, I think the government, they already have the plans to go ahead to push forward. But how about after the flooding situation resolved in those environmental, we have to get it back?
We haven't mentioned the big cleaning process
Yes.
that often comes after the flooding has receded too.
So to another part of our international relations with Myanmar, of course, we've seen some positive feedback and arrangement there as on the attack on Thai fishing boats, which occurred on Saturday, resulting in 1 death of a Thai crew member. This has urged the Thai Foreign Ministry to summon Myanmar ambassador to Thailand. Thai Foreign Minister Maris Sangiampong revealed today that Myanmar has expressed regret over the death of a Thai national in a recent incident in which Myanmar patrol boats attacked flotilla of Thai fishing vessels of Ranong province. Myanmar's ambassador conveyed the message after being summoned to meet the Thai Foreign Ministry's Director General of the East Asian Department yesterday. The ambassador promised to follow up on developments regarding the issue. Following the attack, the Myanmar side detained 31 fishing vessel crew members, including 4 Thais. They are believed to be held on one island pending question. Maris said that we have also sought permission for Thai officials to visit the 4 detained fishermen and hope for their release as soon as possible, adding that the Thai ambassador to Myanmar has been assigned to discuss the matter with Myanmar's permanent secretary for foreign affairs in the capital. Maris has personally conveyed these concerns to his Myanmar counterpart. Meanwhile, the Defense Ministry spokesman said yesterday that the Thai-Myanmar Border Committee expected to meet in the next few days in Myanmar when the 4 Thais are expected to be returned. So, of course, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Thailand already sent the concerns to the ambassador of Myanmar to Thailand, and we see that we might see them, 4 of the Thai members coming back very soon.
Yes, and in light of the dispute, the Thai Foreign Ministry is working really hard to rescue the crew members who are currently detained in Myanmar. So hopefully they will be safe and sound. And now let's go on to this latest development on the alleged investment scam by a medical tycoon. So 2 more suspects in relation to the scam are to be sought by the police. So police are seeking warrants from the criminal court for the arrest of 2 more suspects in connection with Dr. Boon alleged investment scam after police took another of the fugitive doctor's daughters into custody on November 28th. The Assistant National Police Chief in charge of the case said on Monday that they arrested his daughter, Nawara Wanasin, on charges of defrauding the public and money laundering in connection with the alleged investment scam, which has cost its investors an estimated 7.5 billion baht. However, the Assistant National Police Chief declined to elaborate about the 2 additional suspects. To date, charges have been filed against 10 people, including Dr. Boon, the founder and former chairman of Thonburi Healthcare Group, or THG, his ex-wife Jaruwan, and his daughter Nalin. Armed with warrants, police searched 2 of Boon's offices yesterday, one in the Ramanai area in Bangkok, to look for evidence. Several documents, including copies of title deeds and advertising material, were confiscated. At the same time, the Thai Interpol has already coordinated with Interpol to issue a red notice for Dr. Boon, who is believed to have fled to China on September 29th. And the alleged scam concerns 5 medical-related projects in Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam, all of which did not exist. So this is the latest development on the alleged investment scam by a medical tycoon, but you can see that many people have been affected by the scam.
And the snowball actually is getting bigger and bigger in this case too, because of course, as what Ned say there, the Thai Interpol already chased Boon because he already fled to China.
Yes.
Wow, so it's quite difficult to use the system only in Thailand to get him back from China because we need Interpol support there. So of course, this is still a developing story there. We will wait for the authority to give us more details about it.
Right, and we'll end the program on this topic. As we're all aware, AI is the big thing right now, and it's undeniably disrupting many industries, including the media. And that has urged media professionals to quickly adapt to such changes while also navigating the ethical challenges posed by the rapid increase of AI. Last week, Thai PBS hosted a 3-day event, which is called AI Horizons, the Future of Media, where it gathered speakers and experts as they revealed how they have been using AI in their newsrooms, video production, and also in policy making. Nowadays, newsrooms and the media have been adopting the use of AI, from gathering information, drafting scripts, automatic subtitles, generating and improving the quality of videos, and even creating music. Many of these examples were shown during Thai PBS's event, AI Horizons, the Future of Media, which gathered 24 speakers to explain how AI is disrupting the media and also other industries. Among the topics discussed were the ethical challenges to using AI in the media, the latest AI innovations that were showcased for different industries, and also the future trends of AI. Speakers from international newsrooms such as Channel News Asia Singapore and Radio Television Hong Kong also joined to showcase how AI has been used in newsrooms and video production. And despite how much AI can do to help journalists, many of these newsrooms also had to navigate the ethical challenges. Lin Yi-chung of CNA told Thai PBS World about the challenges of AI towards journalists, which she believes that people should not feel that they are falling behind on AI and that journalists should still stick to their ethics, as AI can still actually be inaccurate.
I would say nobody should feel that they're behind on AI. You should just do what a good journalist does, which is to read and go and talk to people. We're at the stage where a lot of people are still finding their feet in AI, and they're more open and generous in sharing their knowledge. So if you were to start with AI and keep abreast on AI, just read extensively, find the right people to talk to, make sure that your sources are good, and ultimately experiment.
Similarly, Echo Y of RTHK also felt that AI cannot entirely replace journalists nor media professionals, but more people are needed to cope with the rapid changes. At the same time, inaccuracies can still occur with AI-generated content. Therefore, she would often remind journalists to always double-check the information before it gets published or broadcasted.
Actually, we don't have much limitation on using AI, but we are aware of the problem of misinformation from the AI tools. That's why we always remind our colleagues need to double check the output from AI tools to ensure the accurate. Otherwise, we will lose our credibility easily. So using AI tools, we need to be careful.
And apart from the keynote speakers, the event also featured an interactive exhibition that showcases AI technology in Thai PBS newsrooms. One of those examples include Thai PBS in Brief, which summarizes long articles into 1 or 2 short paragraphs, Thai PBS Verify, which tackles misinformation online, AI News Anchor, this is definitely self-explanatory, where we have an AI version of one of our news anchors at Thai PBS, and Thai PBS AI Vertical, where viewers can watch videos that are automatically converted to vertical formats without having to flip their screens. So you can see that these are some of the examples that have been showcased at one of our forums last week. And one of the people said that the fear of being laid off is not a huge concern compared to not being able to cope with the rapid challenges that are posed by AI.
And I think 2 points there that you have to say, because upskilling, reskilling also to journalists too. So how we incorporate artificial intelligence in our work is very important. And I think one of the speaker there, we talk about double check is the clause of every journalist. But I think right now we have to triple check or more than that, because we got so much information every moment, even for journalists too. But what is correct, what is verified, or what is fake, which is very important. And the second thing is, of course, Thai PBS, we also have a new technology here. And one of that I adore the most is AI news anchor of one of our news anchor here. So are you afraid of being replaced by AI?
Well, if you don't know how to use AI or you don't know how to handle AI, then do be scared of being laid off. But if you have been upskilling yourself or reskilling yourself with AI or the new technologies, then the chances of being safe is still like 50-50%.
And you were one of the MC on stage last week. So it means that you might learn a lot from those speakers from AI perspective, AI utilization. So I might get behind from you. So I have to learn a lot, or I will be replaced by AI.
We do get afraid as well. But then one of the speakers actually said that the layoffs is not a huge concern, but they have to hire more people to actually deal with this AI technology.
Because it changes all the time. Actually, it's not just from 2023 and now 2024. We have 2025 coming. It changes all the time. So as journalists, we have to learn too. It's very important for us to actually utilize it and make it more efficient with AI utilization.
Yes, and it's not just the media, but all industries have to adapt to the use of AI. Treat it as an assistant, not as a replacement. That would be the bottom line. And that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS World Tonight. Join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Thai PBS World's Facebook and YouTube Live. And don't forget to follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest updates about Thailand as well as analyses. Thanks for watching. I will see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ